right, Lady Rough Riders versus Steamboat Springs. We're down to the final 30 seconds of this warm-up. We had a 3-minute warm-up. Should be a good game. Our last game was during a tournament, and Lady Rough Riders ended up losing, I think, by 1 goal to Steamboat. Hopefully the girls are riled up and ready to show Steamboat a good game. Lady Rough Riders coming back to the bench. We'll get the lines started up and we'll start some hockey. Lady Rough Riders are in their whites for home. Steamboat's in their black and red for away. All right, first line's coming out. Looks like we've got the Nelia, Harper, Catherine front line backed up with Emily and Sasha. Emily's back to her number 10 jersey. Refs wait until our crew of goalies gets off the ice and the other ref gets done chatting with Rough Riders coach. All right, here we go. Looks like we have Maddie in the goal. Face-off win by Rough Riders, but the puck got past our defense and Steamboat rushed in. Thankfully they didn't get a shot off there. Harper picks it up back behind the net, ricochets off the wall. Their D picked it up. They kept it in. Looks like Sasha's on retrieval. She wraps it back around. Their D picked it up. Up at the top of the point, shot on goal, but it was about a 1 mile per hour shot. Maddie picked it up. We'll get a face-off here in the first period. Both teams changed out their entire lines. Looks like we have Emily coming out on center, Mackenzie on this near wall. Ann's on that bar. Looks like we have Maddie Benish on D. And Amelie out there on D. Gets back to Amelie at the blue line. She keeps it on the other side of it. Pan down so you can see what's going on. Kinsey tried to bat it forward. Their D batted it back deep into our zone. Amelie got to it first. She got it up to Kinsey. Their D kept it in again. Back to Amelie, back in the corner. She wraps it around to the other side this time. Ann's able to chip it up and out across the center red line. Steamboat put it back in as we were changing out lines. It stopped before it got into our zone as we were getting off the ice. So they put Harper back in. Looks like with Kat, well, they're changing out. Harper's across the ice already. Across the blue, she's across that far circle. She's got one on her back. She tries to center it. One of their D picks it up. They pass it right back to Harper, right where she takes most of her shots. She ricocheted off one of the players. Kat's getting the puck over here on this near circle. We're still in zone. Lindsay got a piece of it. Got a pretty fast skater here as Steamboat takes it all the way across. We have Georgia cutting her off with help of Evelyn. Harper stopping the one-timer there toward Maddie. Puck from Lindsay to Kat in this near wall. Kat bumps it forward, gets into the zone. Puck back out of their zone, gets past a few of us. Evelyn picks it up. Puck up and out. Lindsay puts it back, but it got caught up again. Same routine as we were changing out lines. Got caught in the feet as we were coming off the ice. It's a good way to get the refs to pay too much attention to us changing out our lines. It's when we get the too many players on the ice. Looks like we have an offside real quick here at 11:09 in the first period. Face-off happening right on Steamboat's blue. Em was doing our face-off, got back into the Steamboat zone briefly, and they're back into our zone. We have Emily trying to get a stick on it. There's a bit of a crash there over here. Maddie was able to deflect the shot on goal. Puck's up and out. Catherine and Em are messing with them. Amelia's on the... She pushes it forward. We're down in their corner now up against this wall. Sasha takes a shot toward, but it goes a bit wide. Over to Catherine, though. Puck gets away from Catherine. Emily pops off what looks like the tiniest player in the world out there. She ran into Emily. All right, Sasha's picking up back at our goal line. She gets it up, but one of their defensive players just tried to do a centering pass. Too much traffic down there, so they can't get a shooting lane or much of a passing lane for that. Emily picks it up at the goal line. It's on this inside wall. That same D player is always there for our as we're trying to dump it out. Picked it up at the top of the inside circle. She passes to one of their D. That is outside the blue line. It's an offside kick called by that ref. We'll have a face-off here right in front of us on the Rough Riders face-off dot. Rough out there giving directions and hand signals for the girls to go where they need to go. Rough Riders need one more player. Oh, here comes Harper. Looks like she's going to be doing our face-off. It's going to be Catherine and Amelie and Maddie Benish on D. Harper wins out that face-off, gets over to Ann. Just got over past Ann. Got a player coming in, took down Maddie as she was trying to get the puck out. Puck's over in this near circle. And Amelie and Mackenzie down there battling. Steamboat got it out. Puck hits in and out of Maddie's glove. Puck was loose. And up to Harper. Harper gets, she kept hold of the puck. She passes all the way across. She's going deep into the inside corner. She got to the puck first. Still getting that puck. Gets back to Amelie, just gets faster. Steamboat is rushing into our zone. Maddie on the front, Amelie in the back. Maddie did awesome. Tied the girl up so she couldn't do anything. Kenzie was trying to get it out on the inside wall. That defender kept it in. Maddie tried to kick it out, bounced up and over one of the waiting Steamboat players. Back to that same D in this corner. All right, that puck's going to go all the way down. No icing. We'll take it, get some fresh skaters on the ice. We're down to 8:20 in this first period. The Steamboat's trying to get it out of their zone. Lindsay Cat takes a shot toward goal, hits her defender. Their defender goes down. Slippery ice this morning as Steamboat is losing their edge as I say that. Lindsay loses her edge and almost takes out that same player that lost her edges. All right, Steamboat's able to push it into our zone. It's picked up by Georgia. Georgia banks it off the wall. She gets it past 1, 2, and 3. She's got 2 more to go. Now she's down to 1. One's coming in from the side. Shot toward goal off the leg pad. Steamboat win to the wall down at the end. Catherine catches it just as it's coming out. She brings it in as Steamboat's trying to change out players. Georgia's helping her out, puck's out. Catherine picks it up right down below us. She tries to pass it across. Puck is loose, got picked off right there past our blue line. The Steamboat player was semi-solo, so she didn't have much options. Good pass up by Catherine up to Amelia. It just gets over the blue line. Catherine's getting it down here at our blue line. Just gets out. She passes back to Emily. Emily picks it up like a pro. Gets out of our zone. She passes it straight down the center, but we weren't there, so Steamboat D picked it up. D to the center. The center's trying to get forward. Catherine's tying her up. Anne's backing her up. Still gets into our zone. Sasha picks it up on the inside wall. Gets to Anne. Anne banks it off the wall up to Amelia. Amelia relays it forward. Looks like one of their centers picked it up again as she was coming on the ice. Mackenzie gets a stick on it. Puck is back behind our net. Mackenzie was the soccer player. She would have fallen down. We would have gotten a penalty, but she didn't fall down because she's not a soccer player. Sorry, I'm offending all the soccer players. All right, Emily picks it up out of the trash there on the blue line. She passes it great over to Kat, just gets past her. Some back and forth, goes into the zone, back out. Some more badminton across this red line. All right, Mackenzie's got it. She's taking it in. There's just a lot of black and red down there in front of her. Got one of their players cutting it across. Anne gets in front of her. Sasha gets a piece of that tumbling puck, puts it back. Some confusion between Steamboat on who should touch the puck. It's up and out of our zone. Steamboat's D tries to shove it in deep, but Sasha picked it up. She passes all the way across through everybody, goes into their zone. We just weren't there to pick it up quick enough. All right, we got one player coming in. Sasha saw what was happening. She was able to kick it out along that outside wall. D to D. D's trying to bring it in. She got it in, but she got hooked up there. Good pass up by Maddie Benish up to Harper as Harper was trying to get up there along the wall. One of their players came and picked her off on the side. All right, this time it's Catherine. She's coming in on this inside wall. That same player. This time Catherine's got the speed to get past her. Goes into that deep corner. Again, Steamboat is all over us on any time we go into their zone. They're doing good. Centering pass. One of their D takes it. Steamboat is going to get a penalty because they just swatted Catherine's stick away from her. You can't do that. So very angry number 18 is going to go visit some parent in the box. We have a power play. You can't throw tantrums when the ref is 15 feet away from you. Catherine did the right thing and sat there and just said, "Why'd you do that?" We are down to 4:28 in this first period on a power play. we won that face-off, but it didn't work out for us. Their wing brought it all the way back into our zone. Oh. We seem to do better when we are on penalty kills than we do penalty or power plays, but we're on our way back into the zone. Harper's out front, and she tries to get a backhanded shot into their goalie, and their goalie was able to kick it out, but we're still in zone. Catherine takes a shot. She nails Amelia in the side. Amelie kept it in once. Let's get back on side. We're on side. Catherine kicks it in along this inside wall. They pass it back. Harper got caught up on the outside wall. She's got 2 on her. Puck gets up and over. Amelie is able to get the puck back into our zone. Some more back and forth as the puck goes in between the center ice and the Steamboat's blue line. McKenzie buries it deep into that back corner edge. We're down to 25 seconds left in this power play. We've changed out most of our players at this point. Steamboat's driving it into our zone as we're getting fresh players on. With Evelyn and McKenzie. All right, Evelyn got it. She's taking it back behind Maddie. Evelyn up to Lindsay. Lindsay got it. She's taken across the red line. She puts it deep into the corner. Goes into this near corner. Power play's over. Georgia just saves that blue line. She takes a shot on goal. Goalie has to cut across and kick it out. Evelyn tries to keep it in, but just bounces out. But she's putting good pressure on the Steamboat players. We have Georgia in front. Shot toward goal. Maddie shrugs it off. Evelyn picks it up over in the corner. She wraps it around, but we weren't there quite in time. Steamboat's D put it back in deep. Looks like George is pinning the girl up against the wall. Backed up by McKenzie. Puck got away. Evelyn's there to block it. Maddie had to keep a wraparound from happening. All right. Looks like Georgia's going to skate it out here on this inside wall. She takes it all the way into the zone. I think it's good play, and our passes weren't making it anywhere. She's all the way behind the net, but she got pinned up. She's out. She's trying to get a centering pass. Ann's just got down into the doorstep. She does... Oh, Georgia does great. She gets a pass in there, but it's a bouncing pass. Ann got knocked down back behind the goal line. Puck is loose, just gets out of the zone as Catherine picks it up. Catherine to Cat, it gets confusing. We have the offside call against Rough Riders. 57.7 seconds left in this first period. We'll have a face-off here on Steamboat's side, face-off dot. Harper's doing the face-off. Amelia's near Catherine far. Sasha and Emily are here. Harper wins that face-off. She gets it back to Sasha, gets up and over her stick. Sasha brings it back into her zone, almost got picked off. Emily gets it over in this near wall. Steamboat got it on the pass. Harper picked it up on the trash there, just over the blue line turnover. 22, thankfully, lost an edge as she was coming in uncontested just against Maddie there. Steamboat puts it across into this near corner, now the wall. All right, let's get the puck out of here. All right, Catherine Harper got it pushed up and out. Oh, Harper tried to jump back over the blue line as it went back and forth there. It just went over. We're down to 7.9 seconds in this first period. Looks like the girls are coming out a little bit hot. which is good after our power play got power killed, or penalty killed, sorry. Steamboat got it in and back out, or we got it into the zone, and Steamboat got it back out just as it was crossing the center ice. That was the end of the first period. We'll be back in about 60 seconds. We have a 0-0 game. First whistle from the refs for Rough Riders to come out. Looks like we got a change up in our goalies. Looks like we have SD going over there as we swap sides. Looks like face-off crew is going to be Emily on face-off. I'm sorry, M on face-off with Mackenzie on that far side. Sasha and Amelie and Maddie Banish on D. Some back and forth here in the neutral zone. One of their players was able to get it in. We got it back out. D to D pass for Steamboat. They get it up to their far wing. Amelie was there in time to keep it out of the zone. It's good forward D work there. Steamboat gets it in deep. They put it along that outside wall and picks it up. She puts it all the way, wraps it around the wall. Shot toward goal, but it got the edge of M's stick. Amelie trying to bring it into the zone. She got tripped up there just before going in, but that was great effort. Like seeing that D that sees a hole and skates it up when our passes aren't connecting. We're down to 12:45 as we get it back out. Banish to Ann, gets turned over here. Banish picks it up. She puts it across to Mackenzie. Mackenzie passes up to M, but there's 3 Steamboat players all right there. Amelie backhands it, gets underneath Ann's stick there. Puck hits the wall, gets off Maddie Bench's stick. We've got, I kid you not, a very, very, very short young lady there. Took it up and got a shot off. We're still getting that rebound. Shot toward goal from one of their D and gets in the way, blocks it out. We are on straight defense right now. We're down to 12 minutes. Steamboat is just peppering us and gets it out just over the line. Their D picks it up. They put it back in, gets past. Maddie Banish gets it. She gets tripped. There's a tripping call. Maddie Bench just got tripped by one of the shortest hockey players I've ever seen. She plays really, really well when some of these girls are literally twice her height. Harper doing the face-off. We're on a power play. Harper wins it, kicks over to Amelia. Amelia passes over to Catherine. Got broken loose there over in the wall. Georgia takes a shot, goes wide. Evelyn puts a shot on goal. There's a rebound. Harper puts it back to Georgia. She gets at the top of the circle. Steamboat closed up the shooting lane, but Harper got the rebound back behind the net. Steamboat's got it now. They're taking it out of their zone. They do a pass up. Evelyn gets in the way as it bounces off the stick. Our passes just aren't connecting here. Puck's out and across. Evelyn picks it up before our blue line. D-to-D pass to Georgia. Georgia's skating across the red. She puts it to Catherine. Just gets past her, but she brings it in on that far circle. We're under a minute on this power play. That angry number 18 that swiped Catherine's stick away, tried to bring it into the zone. Georgia cut her off just at the blue line. Georgia to Amelia, and it just gets off the edge of her stick. Looks like Harper's going to get it over in that corner. She backs it up to Sasha. Sasha takes a shot. Goes a little wide. Puck gets back to our blue line. It is all the way down in the corner. Emily got a piece of that puck, so it's no icing. We're down to 20 seconds left in this. Oh, Sasha got picked off as one of the Steamboat players came in. Mackenzie came in and was able to disrupt any kind of dreams that girl had from getting shots off. Mackenzie to Harper. Harper takes a shot, ricochets off the net guard on the goalie. That was a little bit shocking. Another shot from Catherine from the outside circle edge. Hits the girl right in the bottom of the face mask, and the puck drops in the glove. Well, that's a good way to end the power play. Looks like we're changing out a few players. We have M, Kat, Catherine, Evelyn, and Maddie Benish on D. But good win by M. Gets back to Maddie Benish. She kicks it forward, but that same, I was going to say the same girl, but it's a different one. We've got quite a few pretty aggressive players, which is good for Steamboat. Puck is down into our zone. We do a centering pass right across our goalies. Right when all the Steamboat was there, they were able to kick it forward. Steamboat's still trying to get a hold of it. All right, we've got it, but we just got picked off. All right, we've got Mackenzie bringing it across. Kat kicks it forward across the blue line. Gets just past the goalie. Steamboat got to it first. Kicks out along the wall. Maddie Benish rushes in, ties up that player. Trying to kick it back in. Maddie Benish kicked it back in. Steamboat was able to get it up and out. Evelyn's got one in front of her. Shot toward goal. It goes wide. Good pressure by Evelyn. Puck is still loose. Get to the puck. Another shot toward goal as we passed it back as we were trying to get it out of the zone right to a waiting defender. All right, we got it relayed up and out. It was M to Sasha up on the blue line. Sasha's putting pressure up on the front side. They passed it from D to wing up here. Evelyn was there to stop it. Evelyn's now got it. Let's go, Evelyn, all the way in. Got a turnover there right at the top of the circle. The same number 18's past everybody. She loses an edge. Pressure is too bad. She lost it and didn't get much of a shot off. Another shot toward goal, and was right there. Their D player takes another shot at the goal. Lindsay picks it up on this inside wall. She pushes it forward to Sasha. Sasha's, just gets past her. They did back and forth on it. All right, Sasha got it on the outside wall, pushed it in. We're down to 7:07 on the second period. Still a 0-0 game as Steamboat gets it out of the zone. Pass it across. Georgia picks it up. But gets away from her before their D gets to it. They had a waiting player up on our blue line. Amelie was there to put a lot of pressure on. She put the speed on. Sasha backs her up. She gets caught up in that wall. She gets it all the way across the blue line. It's in the zone. I think it's going to come up short before going too far deep. Their D got to it first. I'm guessing Steamboat needs to sharpen their skates because they are losing edges all over the place. We're down to 6 minutes as they try and do a centering pass, but we were there to mess it up. We have Georgia taken out with Sasha and Amelia. Georgia's on the outside edge. She's get back behind the net. She passes it back, just gets past Amelia. Harper takes a shot. Boy, she ripped it, and it ricocheted off one of their players. They all flinched. They get it back out of our zone. Harper's putting pressure on. She stops it right in front of the Steamboat's bench, backed up by Georgia. Georgia kicks it forward to Catherine. Looks like Amelia has taken it in. She takes it straight down the center. They got picked off. Catherine picks up the trash, takes a shot from the top of the inside circle. Emily comes flying in there. That was some good speed. We get it to Harper. Harper tries to bump it in. There's a rebound. Catherine and Harper were on the doorstep in case that puck came out. That was the whistle for a cover-up. We're down to 5:30. All right, Harper's doing the face-off. Amelia's on the outside. Catherine's inside. Maddie Benish and Emily are on D. Puck on the outside wall from Harper gets up to Maddie. Maddie keeps it in once, twice. Gets to Harper on the top of the circle. Shot toward goal. Bounces off the goalie. The puck is loose. Oh, Amelia was right there smacking it in. It just kept bouncing. Steamboat is flying out into our zone. Nobody's in front of her except Esty, and it was a bad shot / ricocheted off of her. Puck went up high. Amelia gets it just out. Reset for D to D at Steamboat. They bring it all the way back into the zone. They're trying to drag us in for a pass out. We get caught up in the mix there. Maddie just in time. That is an offside call. Their D brought it in when they had three players deep in our zone. We're down to 4:39, second period, still 0-0. M's doing the face-off. Cat's on this near. Lindsay's on the far. No. Mackenzie's on the far. George is on the back with Evelyn. Georgia brought it all the way in. The puck got clipped from their defender, and Georgia up into the Rough Riders bench. Good pass by Coach Ritchie to the ref. 4:30 on the clock. M ties up the win by Steamboat. Some back and forth. We're back in our zone. Evelyn to Georgia. Georgia's got a lot of pressure. She puts it all the way down the ice. That's going to be an icing call. 4:16 on the clock. We're going to have a face-off in our zone in the far circle.
We got Riders!
Ann's doing our face-off. Looks like Lindsay's out there now. Gets to Sasha. Sasha banks it forward. It's going to be no icing. Steamboat gets to it first. Sasha's right there to block it. Ann backs her up on the inside wall. Gets back to Sasha. Sasha tries to kick it forward. Steamboat passes right off the side of one of their own players. Evelyn takes a shot. Oh, there's a tipped in. Oh, bouncing puck as it went toward the net. I'm liking these shots from Evelyn from the blue line.
Good pressure, good pressure, good pressure.
Puck gets loose. Evelyn picks it up, goes back into the zone. Their D picks it up, bounces off Sasha. She's going in. Georgia just gets it in. Steamboat gets knocked down. They just got it out. They're taking it up the center. Evelyn's in front. She gets a stick on it, gets past her. Anne's there to back her up. Anne was faster. You can hear the smacks as their sticks are trying to go for that puck. Their D just kept it in. Puck is loose on the outside circle. Anne got to it. She passes up Sasha. Just gets right to their waiting defender. Keeps it in the zone. Sasha's got it again. All right, this time Sasha's carrying it out, skating it out. She's across their blue line. She's going to the outside edge. Takes a shot, but it goes wide. Georgia picks it up. She does the centering pass. It went right into the crease. Lindsay was there, but just got bounced out. Steamboat's going hot into the zone. Amelie takes a shot. The puck is loose. Oh my gosh. I don't know who knocked that puck out, but the puck was airborne at eye height right in front of Esty, and it got kicked out. We got it back into their zone, but it's back out. It's going back into our zone. Georgia's got it. She passes D to D. Nope. She passes to Catherine, but it comes up short from getting out of our zone. Amelie was there. She catches it before it gets to Esty. I'm loving this good D. Can't win a game with a goalie, right? All right, we're down to the 2-minute mark in the second period. We'll have a icing call against Lady Rough Riders. Face off in that far circle. Harper's doing the face off. Amelie and Emily are on D. Catherine's out there, and looks like Amelia. Steamboat won that face-off, gets right at the top of the point, and it goes wide. They had an open shot. I'm sure it didn't look open from their angle, but it sure looked open from mine. Harper keeps centering pass, gets up to Amelia. Amelia gets it over to Harper, bounces off a player, off Steamboat. Harper and Catherine are resetting. Puck is down in our zone. It's a pass back to Emily, just got past. Centering pass. Oh my gosh, cover it up. They blew the whistle while the puck was still going. Their vertically challenged player got knocked down, and their other Steamboat was trying to protect them, even though I don't think it was intentional. We're down to 1:24 on this clock. M's doing our face-off. Cat's on this near wall. Emily and Amelie are skating off. Shot toward goal. It goes up high from their D. ST picked it out. It was going to miss the net, but ST picked it up. We're down to 1:20 now. This time Emily wins that face-off. Mackenzie gets it up and out of the zone. D to D pass here. Bounce it off this inside wall. Evelyn and looks like Mackenzie. Steamboat gets it out. M gets a piece of that puck as they're trying to get a shot off. Maddie Benish gets it, just sneaks by, gets back to their D up the top. Mackenzie is everywhere. All right. Mackenzie's trying to get it out, just squeaks back to their D. Their D smacks it right into their own player. Maddie Banish wraps it around to that same D player to see if she'll hit her own player again. Nope. She makes it all the way to Esty in the crease. She picked it up. It's 30.5 seconds left in this clock, in this period. Face off on that far circle. M's doing the face-off. Kat's in that far wall. Looks like we have Sasha and Evelyn out there. Somebody skate off. We have too many players. All right, Catherine's staying in. Kat's skating off. Good face-off win. Refs didn't even wait for Kat to get off, which is fine with us, I guess. Puck comes back around into this inside wall. Evelyn up to Sasha. Sasha to Mackenzie. There's some angry Steamboat parents as they're asking where the hook is. Sasha had a stick on their star player number 18. That is the end of the period. We will finish out this game in this third period with 14 minutes on the clock. Still a 0-0 game. Right, we're down the final period. Harper's doing the face-off. Millions on this near. Catherine on the far side. Good win by Harper. Gets back to Emily. Emily to Georgia. Georgia to Amelia right down below us. Let me get some panning in. Georgia tries to get it to a waiting Harper at the top of the point there at the blue line. Catherine picks it up here, brings it back into our zone. She passes off the wall. Gets up to Harper. Harper bats it into the inside corner. Steamboat gets a hold of it. Georgia puts it in deep, right into a centering pass. Gets past both Steamboat and RD. Georgia's picking it up back at our goal line. It looks like we have Cora in the net. Georgia's bringing it all the way out of our zone, all the way into the zone, inside circle. Centering pass to Harper. Oh, just gets off Harper's stick as she gets tied up. Harper gets pushed into the wall. Steamboat kicks it all the way up and out. It is on its way into our zone. It's a race between Amelia and Emily and one of the Steamboat players. Amelia tied her up. Can't beat them, tie them up, right? All right, Amelia up to Harper right at this red line. Harper's dangling here. She tries to get an open pass. Their number 18 player ties up Harper and pushes her into the wall. Harper does the centering pass, perfect position for Amelia. Emily keeps it in. She does the centering pass, just gets past Catherine. Looks like we're gonna have another reset. Georgia picks it up just at the top of the circle. Some good pressure by Steamboat's vertically challenged player. She is everywhere. Steamboat's resetting as we get some fresh players on the ice, and Sasha, Amelie, Maddie Benish, and Lindsay. Puck gets tied up over here in this inside circle. Some battling going on, and Maddie Benish puts it all the way down the ice. We're going to have an icing call at 11:55. Ooh, sorry. Camera mount came loose. It's like we have Ann doing the face-off. Lindsay's on the near side. Sasha's playing forward on that wing. Amelie, Manny Bench still on D. Puck gets back behind our goal line. Gets kicked out, shot on goal, gets right to Cora. Well, their player was spot on in the right position as the puck came out from that goal line. Face off between Ann. Gets back to their D. Their D takes a shot, smacks into one of their players up front. Give her a participation award for blocking so many shots for us today. Puck gets just up and out of the zone. All right, Sasha picks it up on this inside wall. She takes it across the red line. She's across the blue line. She's looking for a spot, but there's nothing but black and red in front of her. Puck is loose, coming back behind the net. It's up to Amelie once, twice. Oh, second time gets out, but Amelie got to it first. She tries to pass it to the right side toward the wall. Shot toward goal. It goes back behind the net. Maddie Benish getting to it first down here in this inside corner. She passes it forward, but there is a D player right there. Once, twice. Now the puck is out. There's number 18 picking up the trash. She's going to skate it all the way in. It's my prediction. She's all the way in, but she gets cut off right at the blue line. She does a backhanded shot toward goal. Maddie Bench picks it up back behind the goal line. Gets past Lindsay, goes all the way down. That's going to be an icing call. 10:27 in the third period. Face off here in the near circle in the Rough Rider zone. It's like we have Catherine in, Kat in, Evelyn in Georgia. M is doing our face off. Good win by, I don't know what's just happening. I was looking at too many different things. Good win by M. I think one of our players knocked the stick out of one of Steamboat's players, lifted it. Georgia picks it up at the top of the circle, but gets picked off. She's got two on her back. She gets it up and forward, hits Mackenzie, bounces off the wall. Mackenzie to Kat. Kat kicked it forward right to that waiting number 18 who puts it in deep into our zone. Back to Georgia. Georgia in the same position she was in about 10 seconds ago, taken up and out across the ice. She's in the zone. She gets caught up at just as soon as she passes into the offensive zone. M kicks it back in. Kinsey gets knocked off her skates here. They've got another quick player cutting it all the way in, going end to end. She is going to take a shot from the outside circle. It sounded like a thump, like a stick. I think it bounced off between the post and Cora's stick. Puck bounces toward Cora again. It's back behind. They're trying to do a centering pass. We got it. Catherine's now skating it out. She's across the blue. She's across the center ice. She takes a shot on goal. Their goalie did a risky angled stick pop on it. It goes over in that far corner. Harper stops the puck from getting out once, and then that same vertically challenged girl was able to pop it up and over a stick. Pass up to Harper. I'm not sure who did it. Harper's now running it into the zone. She pushes it up to herself. She does a centering pass to Amelia. Gets to Emily. Emily takes a shot. Harper's there for a rebound. And everybody charges in to make sure there's no damage to their goalie. Pretty sure that goalie's going to have to sharpen that skate. She kicked her skate over into that post so hard it rang. 8:40 on the clock. Third period, Harper's doing the face-off, I think. Yep, face-off. She wins it. Gets to Catherine. Steamboat rushed it forward. Amelie is rushing forward. She gets a stick on it. Catherine gets a stick on it. All right, Steamboat's able to rush it in. Emily gets it away from the Steamboat player, gets over to Amelie. Amelie gets up and out, goes over the defender's stick. just out of the zone, back into our zone. Amelie's there to pick it up. She passes across to Harper. Beautiful pass. Oh, Harper gets picked off. Turnover right there. Amelia picks up the trash. She's at the top of the circle. She passes to Harper. That was a smooth pass. The Steamboat players hurt. She took a shot from Harper in the leg. Steamboat picks it all the way up. She's got Emily on it. Shot on goal. Ooh, puck gets loose from Cora. It drops down. Emily kicks it all the way across the ice. That is an icing call, but we'll take it. Looks like we have Ann coming out, Lindsay, Sasha, Benish, Georgia. Really quick drop on the ref. I don't think the girls were done talking. It's back to Georgia in this inside wall. She's got two players. Gets past Lindsay. Shot toward goal from one of their defenders at the blue line. All right, Sasha's got it. She's taken out of our zone. Steamboat's just losing their edge on their skates over and over and over. Shot toward goal. Their goalie had to swat it off. Puck is up and out, across their blue line. Maddie Bench catch it on her stick, but they're still able to recover. George is there backing her up. Georgia is right in front of the bench. She's pushing the girl out of the way. It's locked up. We've got Georgia with two pinning her. Puck just gets out. Ann's helping it. Puck is loose. It's crazy. Everyone's just looking for the puck, and it was right below their feet. Georgia picks it up. She takes it on this inside wall. This is part of her MO. Brings it up through this inside wall. Looking for a shot. Bottom of the circle. Takes a shot. Goes a little wide. Puck goes over in that far corner. M keeps it in. Oh. Yeah. I agree. That was on the line. That was not a great call by the ref. I think he knows it now. Puck was dead center of the blue line, and they blew an offside call on Rough Riders, and kept it in. Good win by M. Gets over to Emily. Emily kicks it forward. There's centering pass. All right, the vertically challenged girl she got it all the way into our zone. She is quick. All right, puck is in deep. Steamboat puts it in that bottom corner. Good move by M. Steamboat goes down on their knees. Shot toward goal. M gets a piece of it, keeps it from making it up to Cora. Puck goes centering pass, gets just past M. Almost top of the point shot. Puck goes wide from their defender. Puck is behind the net. All right, Mackenzie's picking it up this time. She's getting tied up by short stuff down there. Their defender keeps it in. Emily popped off one of their players. You can hear an angry parent back behind me saying, "Come on." Another centering pass by that girl. We just cannot get it out of our zone. Mackenzie's got it down in the corner. She passed it right into the other player as she skated up on her. They're at the far circle, right at the shooting lane. Let's get it out. Come on. All right, Mackenzie's going to kick it out. All right. I keep saying kick out, but they're hitting it out. Puck is across the red line. Their D takes a winding shot that goes about 6 feet wide of Cora. Puck is across the blue line, back to that same shooter. Gets over to their other D to D. That D puts it in deep. We are changing out lines. Gets up to Harper right at the red line as soon as she gets on the ice. She passes it back to Catherine. Catherine takes a shot. Goes off the goalie's stick to the right. But we're there for rebounds. Amelia's there. We're chipping at it. It was in the crease. Puck just gets out. Maddie gets to it first. She puts it in deep. And we're in the zone. Amelia does a backhand in. There's some players right there. They pick it back up. And they're skating hard down the ice. We've got Maddie and Amelie down there. Steamboat's faster. Shot on goal. Cora is able to to get in the way. It bounces off into that far corner. Maddie puts it into the near corner. Amelie's there. She is kicking and pushing. She puts it across the other corner. Catherine gets there just as their D player gets to it. They put it in deep again behind. We look like we're out of gas. All right, Amelie to Harper. She gets backed off just as soon as she goes across the blue line. Amelie ties her up. Maddie Benish is there to block. It's a chipping shot right into Cora's waiting glove. I think both teams are out of gas after a full weekend of games. Looks like we have a timeout, 3:23 in this third period. We're going to have a face-off in the Rough Riders zone. There's that first whistle. Get back on the ice from the refs. All right, Rough Riders do their chant. Coming out, we got 3 minutes, 23 seconds. Tied up game at 0-0. Looks like we have Harper coming out to point. Amelia on this inside. Georgia, Maddie Benish, and Catherine. Steamboat wins that out. They take a shot. Gets tied up by Catherine before a clean shooting. Puck gets over in the far wall. Catherine relays it forward. Nice and slow. Harper's racing. She wins the race. She's taking a shot. Oh, she takes a pass to Amelia. Amelia just got past her. Amelia picked it up, gets back along this inside wall. Georgia rushed it forward, shot toward goal. Oh. Their goalie went down in butterfly and caught it on the inside of her pads. We needed that goal.
Keep it up, keep it up.
Keep those shots rolling, girls. Looks like they're bringing in Catherine and Sasha. Harper's still doing the face-off. Steamboat won it. They got it out. Georgia gets a hold of it real smooth and slow. Harper's got it now in the zone. She's got one in front of her. She buries it deep into the wall. Just too many players in front. Steamboat is rocking the, clogging up the shooting lane as they skate across the ice. Georgia's faster. She got to it first. She picks it up. Banks button hooks back. She's over in that corner trying to get out. She gets tripped. No call. Puck comes over in this inside corner. Unspoken between Mackenzie and Sasha as they choose who gets the. Maddie Bench tries to get up and out. Gets right to the defender. The defender kicked it back in. Gets to Georgia. Georgia gets to it first. Banks off the wall. Steamboat picked it up before there's an icing. That is not going in our zone. Mackenzie picks it up, goes in deep. Their D picked it up. Minute 53 on this clock. Puck is up and out. Maddie Benish tries to tie it up at the blue line. Let's get on side. Some more back and forth turnovers there right at the red line. Mackenzie picked it up. She is going back across towards Sasha. Gets into the deep corner. And number 18 picked it up first. She is going to go all the way down. We need to be in front of her. And she's out. She's just Cora and her. And that is a goal. Steamboat at 122. Looks like we have M coming for the face-off. Mackenzie, Amelia for the wings. Evelyn and Emily on D. Ref telling them to get on point as they're having a discussion there. Face-off win by Steamboat. Steamboat gets it up. Evelyn gets to it first. She puts it back into the zone, but their D stopped it before going too deep. They dragged us in. They're skating it back out. They put it in deep into back behind inside corner now. Kinsey got to it first, got tied up in one of their plays. Evelyn picked it up. She gets a pass one, gets picked up at the, or turnover there at the circle. It's more back and forth. Now their Steamboat's on that wall. They center it. They do a centering pass, but their player wasn't there. Kinsey got to it. She kicks it forward. Doesn't get far enough out. They've got a shooter. Oh, that was a great shot and a great block by Cora. We are coming down to the final seconds of this game. We're at 33 seconds. Offside call. 32.2 seconds as that whistle blows. We'll have a face-off here right in front. Harper's doing the face-off. Amelia's out there. Catherine's on the front. Georgia and Maddie Benish. We have an open net. Harper wins that face-off. She's out front. Catherine pushes it, helps her forward. They're in the zone. Their D picked it up. It's up and out. Gets to Maddie Benish. We need to reset, get on sides. Oh, we had a D-to-D pass. Georgia was able to get it. 16 seconds. Georgia puts it in deep. We had a player off her skates. 12.9 seconds. Open net for the Lady Rough Riders. Face off right here in front of the Steamboat's blue line. Harper doing the face off. Sasha's on this near wall. Catherine outside. We have Maddie. Good win by Harper. Shot toward goal by Mackenzie. 8 seconds. Puck is back out. Maddie Banish gets it. She passed it to Steamboat. Catherine got tied up. That is a win by Steamboat. That was not the outcome we wanted against Steamboat since we lost that tournament to them last time. Good game. Came down to the final seconds and a breakaway. We have one more game. I think it's at about 2 or 3 o'clock. I can't remember exactly. Your family members will send out a link if you have time to watch the game. I'll end the stream as soon as the good games, good jobs, and thanks for the time from the refs. Good set of refs this game. Thank you for watching.